System. I'm just gonna play my first video. It's a brand new Diha Karan Jawia or Jawia. So we're gonna go with that video. After the video, I'll be right back with my guest. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
But what that's unala nyado di komala. Injusobe keneyari, injusobe stiari melodi. Molubete makanyite la konte momenti. Maninjo goyalo, the maninjo goyalo, maninjo goyalo, the maninjo goyalo, maninjo goyalo, maninjo goyalo, maninjo goyalo, the maninjo goyalo. Nanjo so kamere, nanjo solo city. Kanyita bela katunta mo betoleti. Mama kwenye Diha singo benyato. Meta kamba nyine no mobeto tatu la kansi. Wale atuna ntenko majube nyato. Nyato doro katu mamelo wale kakenyedi. Maninjo goyalo, the maninjo goyalo, maninjo goyalo, the maninjo goyalo, maninjo goyalo, the maninjo goyalo, maninjo goyalo, the maninjo goyalo. Hani malafina, umakendo fonye. Hani malafina, kubeto fonye. Dolbe siri ye banka, dokuma be satala. Oma dunante nyapotala, be ala tuntu kanabi. Molwa, alila mai. Ikana moja betale yusunjugulaka. Maine bente sirila, kanyera loko numufurodinati. Maninje, maninje, juguya mani. Maninje, maninje, afigia maninje. Maninje, maninje, asidia maninje.
After that video, it's brand new from Diha Tarawale. You know, it's a crazy video. You know, watch out for Diha. She's working on some amazing projects that will are very soon. Without wasting more time, so it's just 1 hour. I'm gonna introduce my guest. Let me start from right. Man called Sampler in the building right now. Yes, Sampler, welcome to the Dancer Yard Show for the very first time on Paradise TV.
It's an honor and a pleasure to be in the building. Yeah.
Man.
Thank you very much.
Right. Next in the building, I got Dels. I don't need to introduce this guy, you know. You already know what it is, man. That's Mr. Gum Vibes, you know what I mean? Mr. Geek TV right here, you know. Where you like, boy?
Man, G, you already know what it is, man. It's a blessing to be here, right here. Man's like DJ Fabulous, man. How much?
My thing, you know. These are the two just I'm having in the building tonight. Sampler on my right and on my left Dels, you know, you know I'm getting Dels, you know I'm getting Sampler. If you've been following him on Facebook, getting they post and they already, you know. But without wasting much time, let me start with Sampler on my right, you know. Sampler, you are a DJ. Tell us about your DJ career. When did you start DJing, which year, and what got you into DJing?
Basically, it's a very interesting question. I grew up in Makumbaya. That's what my use and boss me to the levels called Maxville. In 1995-96, my opposite neighbor by the name Joaquim Gomez built a component sound. It never lasted long because along the line he was on the verge of like still going on or furthering his education and it have to pack up. But prior to that, we have our senior brothers like Felix, the other like Daniel. They're very passionate with music and they love it and they will never stop buying cassettes from 90s. I'm talking of the Walkman days when almost the batteries are dying out, but we can still try to get them dried out there and still have to play.
Yeah.
Yes, this is how we grew. So as like a 10 and 11-year-old boy and you can still try to figure out and memorize a song. We grew up like that till it's like we can still make a little penny, still like put little money together, buy batteries just to hang out all night, as we call it, like campe or banjal, something like that. So that never stopped and work come along the line. I could buy my own cassette. So I got a pile of cassettes. So I think this is where everything originated from the village and it touches me all the way and I never stopped.
Okay. And how does it feel those days having a Walkman in, cassettes, Because I can remember those days you have a Walkman, come on, man, you're going to be the king in the crew.
Especially the digital Sony one.
Yes.
Come on, it's like, I don't know.
You're the boss of the empire.
I couldn't imagine what kind of like devices you could try to relate to. If it is like phones, it's like it's the iPhone or the latest version of it when you talk of like the Sony digital Walkman. So that was it, It was really interesting and lovely, true.
Can you remember the first show you played as a DJ?
First show I've played, yes, full time. What did I say? I grew up in Maxville, Makumbaya, but I'm never born there. And I guess you are the first even entertainment journalist who ever asked me this question. I'm born in a little small village called Farawasutu. There's a little village inside it called Kanjiramba. But a year later, my father is a farmer, He relocated to Kemboje. Following later into Maxville, which is Makumbaya. So in the age of like 2 years, I found myself there and that's where I grew up. Till 2007. No. The first gig I remembered playing was 2004. With King Ralph from Bremen and Hendrix of Elephant Sound in Brufo. That was in Barra Mandelas. And it never stopped. But the rest were just like little community, like Gente setup. That wasn't, but I remember like at that particular time, like when King Ralph was already established, we just be there on the same rack. I remember that was 2004, to be precise.
How was the feeling like playing first time as a DJ in Gente or in the club?
I do more of like parties, We Gambians up till this moment. Like, I can even give a brief example. Fireman will never be that type of Gente, neither Pisces and the rest. But still, maybe in their sounds, they have upcoming selectors that they groom up, that could take care of that particular part. I could say I play Elephant Sound too with Henry, but that wasn't my trend at that particular time. I've never played in Gente. Yes. But I remember the first time, like, playing and you done that, and it's like a big selector from foreign come to play. I love how King Ralph deal with the turntables, and it's like it gives me a different feeling too.
But then, like most of the DJs, those years, like in the 90s, most DJs plays with like cassette, especially in Gambia.
Yes.
How was the experience like playing with a cassette? Because like right now, most of the DJs, they don't experience playing with a cassette. You just have to lap at your battery. But them days, it's like cassette, And some of these people wondered, how do you know which track is coming? How do you roll it? I've had many people having pens, at programs, just rolling cassettes. I have inside, been doing that.
I have an experience with cassettes too, as well, as I keep saying. From my own experience, I wasn't a lazy one though. When I go to like stores like Caravan Sounds, Majula, Forbes, and also Big Mo Roots International, later on, that's where Hansen came. I have to take my time and make sure I write almost every track.
On the
song track,
the cover of the cassette.
Yes, I have to make sure, but frequently playing you can. And sometimes it's all about taking time and patience to exercise the brain. It's like you can almost gauge with a pen. You keep swinging. If you feel like, oh, this is almost like 2 tracks. Even you have to play to realize it would be just a little bit more or less.
Okay.
So along the line, it's like you always try to figure out, it's like a cue point. People can almost manually make cue point from this thing. It was really interesting.
How hard was it those days, compared to now? Because now everything is easy,
Yeah, it was really hard. It was really hard, and you really need to love it to really get it there. yes, playing one track and you still have to figure out with the other, and until and unless like CDs have to evolve on MP3s and Windows laptop, and we're talking of MacBooks. It's a real experience for those who have been there, which I believe you are also part of all those.
I can remember those when I go to
Yeah,
program because I love sound since when I was young. When I go to this Ngentes, I saw DJs. I said, boy, I'll cast it down Marco. I still enjoy that. Let me come to Dels, Mr. Gam Vibes, you know. Dels, give us a quick biography of yourself.
Quick biography, okay. Let me see.
Briefly.
I would say I got into music around 2008.
2008.
Yeah. So this was just before I traveled to Scotland.
Okay.
So PMAC, man's like PMAC, olden days street soldiers. Yeah, he gave me my name. First guy to take me to the studio.
He gave you the name Dels.
Dels, yeah.
Okay. And what's the meaning of Dels?
No, because my full name is Aldel Dile Campbell. So people used to call me Dile. So he was like, yeah. So he was like, you know what, I'll just call you Dels. So he's the first guy to take me to the studio, Sadie Lawless, you know, just behind the Atlas, not too far from QCell area. Yeah, so that's how we started recording. We were street soldiers, PMAC, Cocaine, Alpha Sane, ST was also there as well.
So definitely, you recorded your first single since those 2008?
Yeah, so taking the time with Julmoko serious until we went to Scotland.
Okay.
So when I went to Scotland, like I was studying what I'm actually doing now in real life, broadcast media. That's what I was studying. But whilst I was studying, I was also doing music. So I was able to have some of my songs played on BBC. But I wasn't always taking it that seriously because of my schooling. Yeah, so eventually when I came back here, Lumajanga, Lola Nekadef, right now. Obviously I got into TV and broadcast media and interviewing, but I always had the love for music. Understand that? So eventually I was like, you know what? Like, I need to start recording, taking it seriously. Yeah, so over these last 3 years, whilst I'm still doing interviews and broadcast media, I'm still recording, doing quite a few songs as well.
Can you remember your first single? And the title, or probably?
Stunning in the club, like, you know, so first time, I'm in the studio, I hype back this out, I hype. So when I play with me every day, I say, so same way, so it was crazy.
You change vibes?
Yes, it's actually much change vibes, you know.
How time was some music?
She liked the music, just the message.
Oh, okay, the message.
Just the message.
She don't want the raw part of it.
No, she wanted positive messages.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Now you're working at QTV, you're doing music, you're having a program that we're also doing. How are you managing all of these things?
It's not easy, but you know, it's for the love of the industry, you know. So we're here, we're just doing it. It's not an easy process, but we're doing it.
Okay, now you're into music. We know music is a full-time business. It's a full-time job. If you happen to be big because you're looking forward to be one of the best, one of the baddest artists so far in the Gambia, if you happen to go to that level, you're going to be so busy. How are you going to take that with your work at QTV? You're having a program that you're running and you having another job you're doing different from the program.
Yeah.
How are you going to manage these two? Because then you'll be having a series of programs, video recordings, you know, interviews and all that. How are you going to manage this? Because right now it's already hard for you.
Yeah.
So if you go to that level, how are you going to do? Are you going to resign? Or how are you going to...
Nah, QTV is my family, man, so I ain't leaving there. They gave me an opportunity. You know, they gave me a platform because I've always had the talent. But everyone in Gambia, every artist here needs a platform to showcase their talent. So I remember when I started doing music, it was a challenge because no matter the way, you know, your sound law come Gambian. So instantly you're already blacklisted. So me having my own platform, in a way, it helped me. Artists wanted me to interview them and promote them as well. And I guess in return, they hear my sounds like, boy, I'm like, yeah, man.
Do they even think you're Gambian?
Yeah, most times, but my all of you, hang up, we do this set, so it's coming there, nanga.
But if you got to that level, when you're going to be too busy, how are you going to manage this? Let's say you have to go for a show and then you get home like 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock is the time you have to wake up, take your shower and get set for work. And how are you going to manage this? Because you don't sleep, you are at a program. You came back 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock and then you have to take your shower by 5 o'clock. Before 8 o'clock you have to be at the office.
I'm going to have to get myself an extra assistant, hang up.
Okay. You're gonna get it.
Alright, we're gonna do it. This life, yeah. There's so much things we have to do.
Okay.
You know.
Right now, how many videos have you shot?
I've shot about 3. Yeah, about 3 videos, and just recently I shot a new one as well. You know, the promo. I got the promo, so we're gonna play the promo as well. Yeah.
Okay, like 4 videos, 5 videos we expected.
About 4 videos. But then I'm working on an EP with my dude MOK.
Yeah, tell us about an EP. I was about to ask you.
Yeah, we was in the right playing that, you know. It's about 7 tracks we've recorded, and we want to shoot everything video, do something different.
Okay. You want to make it different from how this
Just audio, not only audio but visuals as well.
Okay.
That don't mind.
Music is expensive. We all know that.
Yeah, it's money, bro.
Yeah, it's money because videos are expensive. You know, the audio, studios, production, and all that. You know, who is producer in that?
Everything is myself, bro. Everything is myself.
Do you have a team? Or you to have a team?
I'm working with a team. I got a lot of Santayala, because I work in the media. I have a lot of links now, so things are coming up slowly. But main finances is myself. Why Santayala? I'm working with a production team now, so things are getting easier and easier. You know.
How do you distribute your promotional materials to the TVs, to the radio stations?
Luckily for me,
that's the problem. Most artists.
Yeah,
right?
that's what we're all mastering right now. I'm still on that phase as well, because we all need them links. But luckily, example, production wise, in terms of playing my videos on TV, QTV side, mom, that's locked. They take me like family. So Santayala, that's why we are here right now on these platforms. Just more that you're gonna be seeing more and more of me, because I got so much to drop and so much music out there, bro. I've been recording like last year, but last when Mayor passed away and stuff, I've just been recording. So it's time for that hard work to nurture, you know, and Gambia is gonna hear it. You know, they got that as something different.
How are you planning to promote your music? What steps, what moves are you gonna take?
All about visuals. It's all about visuals, pushing them visuals to the right platforms, getting the right links. That's how I see it nowadays, you know. You need, there's no use just taking out music and out like that, unless it's got the right sources. You know what I mean? So we need links. I need to be perfect with the DJs themselves. Even though I'm a DJ, I'm a promoter. Outside links, European links. It's not only here in Gambia, but every kind of link you can get is a blessing, you know.
Okay, let's talk about Gambian music in general.
Yeah.
How do you see Gambian music? How will you rate it?
Gambian
let's
music
talk about audios and visuals in general.
Gambian music is improving, you know. It's really improving. It's improving a lot, and we just have to keep going. Every day the visuals are getting better and better, you know. Every day, so we just have to keep going and keep going. That's what I say.
And what are some of the things you're saying that you're not liking?
That I'm not liking? Some of the sounds, I think, as us Gambians, we need to sing. Our music has to have more meaning than just hype, than just buzz. A lot of artists, they just do music for buzz, but yeah, it shouldn't be about hype. It should be about, music is something you learn, you love, you nurture, you grow it every day. Just because you're a star doesn't mean, okay, I'm a star now, so whatever I sing, people then go like, nah.
And I'm like, we have loads of stars. Me as a radio presenter, as a radio DJ, as a club DJ. Like sometimes when I meet some of these artists, they call upcoming artists, they're surprised. Because these guys got talent, you know, and people look low upon them. They don't have the help, they don't have the platforms. You
just
know?
edit my show, man. Was same thing.
I was talking to someone, I was telling him, you know what? There are these upcoming artists, how many people need any help, you underrate them. They are even better than these big artists.
You know, for real.
You know, I feel that. So what do you think is responsible for that? Gambia, we're only talking about few artists. You can count how many artists are on the top right now. The most talk about artists that can fill a bigger venues. Not more than 5 or 4 or 3, let's say. But why? And we have thousands of artists in the country.
Thousands of artists. The money artists in Musa, you know.
The Langa folk are more responsible for that, because the money imagine why do you have all these big stars, big artists, superstars on the ground, but only few can fill up venues.
Finances, visuals. How much? Your problem, lah. That's what I think, to be honest.
Okay, let me come to Sampler. I'm going to ask you the same questions, because maybe you also have a different opinion about it. What do you think is responsible for that?
Well, as we believe, it's expensive, because if you want to speak from the production part of it, quality, yeah man, you need to put in at least an impressive cash for the producer to really take time, get whatever it takes to get your quality done, which is, for example, is internationally fit out there, okay? And some of them, I don't know, they just jump on the board and they could still just level the van roll by itself and they don't care, you know. Maybe they just see the peers doing it and they feel like, my mom, we come from the same school, so why can't I just do? Him can be better than me, so what here one line I can do? So all these things matters, and some even could be like family problems. Not every man can withstand certain challenges. We've seen great artists like Kalasa, what is his name again? natural black. They have some family issues like compassionate whatsoever, you know, and they have to cut off them dreadlocks and cool off, you know. So that can also happen to somebody. So most of them might not come, but apart from that, you know, the boys are really doing what they're supposed to do.
Are you seeing some artists, people are underrated here, people are not even talking about them, but to you, you feel like those are stars, they need to be at the top. And sometimes you wonder, why are these people still at the top?
Yo, one like the great royal philosopher, the John Michaels, then you can't rank with those people, man. If you have to bring that man, the voice and the metaphor, the caliber of songs that he can generate.
True that.
Me and Assis live in the same block, you know, remember that. Assis is the artist I've seen, I don't know about others, who generate his own alphabetical. You just hear what I said? Complete from A, B, C, we are seeing and whatsoever. It's more of like a Chinese stuff. Not normal people can read this. You have to do it just to protect his lyrics. But they are great, but along the line, I don't think we can have the great reggae singers than them. So sometimes it's like, when some are lucky to see themselves in foreign, it's a different vibe.
But what do you think is responsible for their downfall? All of a sudden, you know, we no more hear about them.
Yeah, sometimes there's a great problem in this country, which I understood. I can say I've been that one who was never known. You never know me for the past 4 years. You never heard my name, neither him. But sometimes they come from an environment where us people just hold up themselves in a corner. They don't try to keep it like a family thing. And if you check our atmosphere, we almost go through St. Peter's, Gambia, High Sense, and we started music. That link should have been well fortified up till this day. But still somebody will even come from foreign and they hear, oh, so and so saying, hey, buy cover, can move what them said. You're just damaging a lot of stuff, you know. You could have still reason up and do some things even musically. But still, it doesn't change the subject. I'm correct. I believe everybody should feel that this is something I feel like I want to do. Passion me. Have the willpower, the drive should make you do or get to your goals.
But why do you think when most of our artists travel, they just kind of quit music or they just kind of slow down?
Your foreign paced is a different situation because you might find yourself in a place where you could be the only African. So it's not a normal youth can get a bus from that crowd. So you have to be there. And for example, I take a better example of my environment. I never stop going out to any party as I understand it's reggae or dancehall. This is how I keep it with them. But at this moment, I found myself in like the greatest dance of the year. They never left me out. I only skip 1 year when I just read there, and I'm qualified for 3 years in a row. But for example, if you just hold themselves, ndoi to bablen, man malen, reggae music, put it kunyul, you wrong man.
Who are some of your favorite upcoming artists? Upcoming?
I have a youth called Gifted Bass. Wabiam,
Okay.
check out that youth. Gambian, look out for that youth. That youth have lyrics and style.
Right.
One song he can chap it in Jola and Wolof and English.
Right. Dels,
Wow.
you have some artists who travel, you know, you don't hear them from them, but sometimes you're going to talk, I wonder. I'm still not hearing from this artist. And you feel like he should come back.
Yeah.
Can you mention me some?
Benjamin, man. Hey,
King man, you know.
hey.
King in
My brother, I was just playing his new song. I was like, bro. But I don't see it. Okay, some people see. You have to understand something about music. Music is time. People don't understand that. Everything is time. And when it's your right time, it's gonna happen. I'll give you a good example. Burna Boy. I was in Nigeria 2003 when I started listening to Burna Boy in Nigeria. Not a lot of people knew Burna Boy at that time. When did Burna Boy blow up? Was it not just 3 years ago?
Yeah.
That means from 2003 up to how many years?
Corona boss.
You know what I mean? So everything is patient. So someone like Benjamin right now, maybe it's good that he went. These artists because when they go there as well, there's another side of the production we're seeing. Like I've seen his new video, very beautiful, very simple, but it's professional. So sometimes I feel like we still need to keep focus on what's happening with them. And also, Bufade, like when you travel, just the same way you're hustling here in Gambia, trying to make links. Imagine when you're going there, you didn't know these people before, like what you're saying. So you're starting afresh.
And you also have
to
to work
people
on
you
your
don't-
your status as well.
Your status, you're working. It's not like Gambia where you can go stay. You have your family
Your guys,
house.
if you're with your boy.
How many know what I mean? No, for you're working 24/7. So people are. It's not an easy process. So that's what us Gambians have to realize. Not only because I'm not taking it or instantly and come make. You're starting a new life over there as well. So sometimes it slows down your music. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I also believe it's also a benefit to travel. But when you travel, try to come back more frequently.
Okay. That's Dels and Sampler in the building. It's a weekly entertainment show, Dancha Yada Come Show on Paradise TV every Saturday at 10 p.m. I'm your host, DJ Fabulous, right here. We're gonna go with the video of Dels and then we'll be right back. Let's go with the video.
Believe in one. Roots Beats.
LCM, Bando Trap, ay. Wanna, better wanna. All my goonies, they gon' storm it, ayy. Battle trapping through the borders, ayy. Whipping beamers riding forests, ayy. My cigar, ayy. My nigga, book a job, ayy. Bad bitch, give me job, ayy. No speed, boy, God, ayy. Pagan niggas talking does, what? Thug life, come on, ayy. Battle trapping, I be whipping for my loves. And y'all my thumb in the way of my, wait on my. And y'all my thumb in the way of my, Where my age 21, man been savage, Saturday splash, you better ask Andy. Man, I get jiggy and shit, I get shankly, no redemption on these streets. Only vengeance when we meet. Hello, catch that ops, I'm a master chef, I'm Melly. Mother done a Betty Pelly, excellent fish, mo, salad. Wanna, better wanna. All my goonies, they gon' storm it, ayy. Battle trapping through the borders, ayy. Whipping beamers riding forests, ayy. My cigar, ayy. My nigga, book a job, ayy. Bad give me job, ayy. No speed, break God, ayy. Pagan niggas talking dust, well, thug life, come on, ayy. Battle trapping, I be whipping for my loves. And y'all my thumb in the way of my, wait on my. And y'all my thumb in the way of my, wait on my,
I'm pumped, you gon' call me the doctor. Man got that brain. Pass it to you like Fletcher. Last chance is my team. No, you not chow. They just causing a scene. Bando trapping, got that donkey. Halma fudge the seat. Zang, zoom on the tally. Neka sioni legendi. Rapper yi di ma legenti. Suma gis reason. Papa yi mota fake rappers yi always bidanti. Di ma signal fake a bugud ma. Den buga ham summa sutura. Shang them all.
Man si yenen a yenen. Di dole di utali benen. Sul fimi fenen. Jarsa ñuy laaj fi keneen. Man si yenen a yenen. Di dole di utali benen. Sul fimi fenen. Jarsa ñuy laaj fi keneen. Ali dafa sof what fii bro fu nga dansa yaat. Bangin na on na man trap. Foog ñu am pala xaalis bi ne. Xaari ko fu mu ñoo fekk. Nega si yenen a yenen. Demal ma fii pour kenn. May make my own blocks money. So do my loose bend connect. Since starting my moving correct. So I'm a bro food correct. I'm a block group with him. I'm a deaf like dwelling. Hey, hang on in last year, me born him. Hang on in last year, me born him. Hang on in S and we want him. Hang on in S and we want him.
Wanna, better wanna. All my goonies, they gon' storm it, ayy. Battle trapping through the borders, ayy. Whipping beamers riding forests, ayy. My cigar, ayy. My nigga, book a job, ayy. Bad bitch, give me job, ayy. No speed, break God, ayy. Pagan niggas talking dust, well, thug life. Hey, battle trapping, I be whipping for my loves. And y'all my thumb in the way of my, wait on my. And y'all my thumb in the way of my, wait on my,
Welcome back after that music video from Delson. I mean, welcome back again. Facebook link is, and those people send me messages, big shouts going to you, Jack Boy, big up yourself, Gully, big up yourself, and I have lots of messages here, but I cannot read all of them because the time is very, very short. Sampler, how is your relationship with Gambian DJs?
100%.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. From all both,
Tell us about your DJ career in Europe. How often do you play shows?
I felt some place, I think I'm the only selector that bossed during Corona,
Okay.
Yes, if I have to put it on that. I started Maxville Sound, my own thing. When you say Maxville, it's Makumbaya. I come from Makumbaya village, so I just acronym Makumbaya, short and everything, and that's Maxville. I started for 2016, 17, 18, and 19, that was the whole Corona stuff, and I took a break, basically. I used to keep a local stuff, Gambia Independent Party, work with a couple of, entertainment, like reggae dancehall fraternity in my town, and we good. okay, but Corona come and keep up everybody, which I think was my best moment, you know, but still I never stopped. I think I'm not the only one affected as a DJ, but still I never dug under the wharf. And
Which country are you based?
in Italy, central, the most centermost.
When was your last show?
Who was it? Cesena?
Okay.
I can't
Remember.
yeah,
But are you planning to have some shows here before you go back?
yes, you mean here?
Yeah.
Fully booked. Even tonight from here, I'm going to East Park on the 17th in Maxville Community, 25th Christmas Day, South Gambia Festival, New Year's Eve, 31st. I'm in my village. I'm already in another Manjai Park by Chabu and Wolo. That's just for a start.
There's a whole setup, you know?
Yeah.
How do you see setup of Gambian events, like our big events? You know? Like most of the time people say the setup is always the same, the setup is boring, the same artists are coming all over every show and all that.
You know, here for me, I'm the least that I will ever backlash like the setup and no time, because we're less privileged. People are just improvising most of the things. So if we that are in the diaspora are lucky to have MacBook Apples, don't underrate the young one who have even a direct contact Windows laptop, even with just a hook of your leg, it's turning off. So that's what is available for them. But still, I'm seeing people can still even put them on that whatsoever just to tone down their feelings, but that is it. So we wish, sometimes it's easier like to put the real setup. When you are out there in an advanced environment and you see the gadgets they have, it's easier to have a picture of, I want to get these things inside my environment or in my town. But if you are just within the sub-region and you just see to the people that have did their part before you, you just only can stop to that, nothing more.
Okay. Dels, are you planning to launch any show after the release of the mixtape or EP?
Yeah, definitely after the EP, but I'm not in a rush to do a show.
Okay.
I am in a rush to brand myself properly. Yeah, that's why I always tell artists, then they go come to show fee. Faking a legal local. Yeah.
And how do you see Gambian shows, like the setup? Like every show you go, most of the artists they compare the same artist that they get to and all of that.
I don't even mind if it's the same artist. You obviously we have to give some chance to underground artists as well.
Yeah.
But what I mind
do you think
is
the big ones are even doing that?
what I mind is like in terms of item concert, 75 artists nigga for why? For what?
After most of the time, you're going to play, sir.
Hamga, come.
Well, guess now you know, even in recent.
Yeah, man, I've been there almost 3-4 shows. But after until I was like, you know what, my son and I didn't get me on show.
Yeah.
Because I'm planning. We just be honest, you know. It's not even about the equipment and stuff. It's about you have to have someone who's planning your show. Don't wanna any artist could I call. Wow. Wow. What? It's not even respectable.
It's not better. Let's put them 81.
Man, them not. I feel you say show.
What seriously? 81 artists?
Why you talk so full? Why you talk? I was at this other show. I'm not gonna say the name of the show. At the backstage, and there's 75 artists or even more than that. It's like, bro.
All those people gonna perform.
So, man, artists, if you come, let's plan. It's your show. If it's your event, it's your show. Even if you have 10 artists, and each send two tracks, it's better. You're telling me I'm so proper. You know, you can entertain your people, and people won't be bored. Because I don't want to be at a show at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Before the main arts come on stage.
You know, it gets.
Most people already started going home.
Most people, well, the next one. You know, we have to be very time proactive. That's the word I'm gonna use.
Okay, what about those artists, you know, who will just book a bigger venue and launch an album without doing a live band and come with a playback? Because I've seen that.
Man, honestly, when it comes to this live
like
band,
they will say they don't get the worth of their money because it's just a playback. They find it boring.
Not even that, but to be honest, a lot of our artists, they're not ready for playback. To be honest, just being honest. Very few artists, you can count the amount of, they're not ready for live band, Yeah, they're not ready for live band. You can count the amount of artists in Gambia that you can say, Munlen live band. I don't even think it's up to more than 10.
Do you think they are scared or they don't have the chance to rehearse on bands, or is it the expense or what?
It's different things. Even the bands, they need teaching.
Yes.
We need people to.
I said that at some point.
We've said it several times.
The way the band was playing the songs, I said no, it's not right.
Man. You cannot come 1 week. People, it's a joke because in other countries, people are rehearsing every day. bands and you rehearse I think artists almost every day. Whereas most artists, most big shows here 1 week before the show.
Like 1 week before the show, live band. I'm sure 1 week before the show, start live band.
You know, so and you expect it to be good. It's not going to be good. You know, so what I would maybe I would suggest people start doing semi live band.
Yeah, semi live.
You know, because a lot of our Gambian artists, if you listen to it, even the songs after they don't even sound nice when the band music is playing. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You know, you're like it. Them not show you buddy hit songs like they do. Why make it live band? Even
Don't they feel?
The music don't have any sir. Never look of you. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, and artists and boppers have energy because when you play a band for like 30 minutes or 20 minutes, they are getting a guy and they off. Yeah.
Hammer. So we still have a lot to do and a lot to go.
Okay, Sampler, what do you think about the Gambian Music Union? Yeah, like most people are complaining. They say the union is not doing what is expected. They expected more than what the music union is doing because there's a lot more happening. You know, recently they said Wally Seca came into the country with the band and Bagasami and all that. They did their show here. They don't have our people and they left. You know, I mean, the industry is not doing regulation. How do you feel about those things?
Well, honestly, to be very much, if that's the way things is going, I don't think I may condemn that part of them because I could feel the same way. You know, I'm an entertainer. I would feel bad if I realize like, why Banjo don't want to see my face. I try to figure out, the same youths I used to par around don't want to see me. So our people, instead of thinking it's our union or whatsoever, break through the international streamline, which has something to do with the quality of the songs they are doing. What did we just say a while ago? If they try to just impress the people because they get a live band set up, remember, the whole composition wasn't done with a guitar and the whole stuff and harmonies were put. So if you just want to bring it one particular day to think you get it, you're going to get it wrong. So these people, unless or whatsoever, you will realize, like the mid-40s, I can't wait to see this Ndanan from Senegal, you know. It's not a poor man music. I remember from way back. If they set up their party, when how much could be a ticket? Almost 800 or 900. I'm talking of like 10 years ago. Average like $3,000 a salary earners. We are not going to that. You realize it's just a little level of earners are heading to. And we just take excuse and say our music is good. And now it's just everything. We have no choice. If in Nigerian music we used to burn, nobody loves to even goes to tortoise way back.
But what do you think do we need to do? Like, Senegalese music is more into Gambia than Gambian music is into Senegal.
Senegal is Gambia, Gambia is Senegal. One thing. So let's our boys put in energy and do the thing, and they could.
But our boys are definitely doing the thing.
Here comes the deal.
But how do you cross the borders? Like Senegal is going to perform.
What this place? ST just come from sub-region, from Casamas, two shows, you know. This one is on the pipeline to go. So let them shut up and put in more work. Before you realize, reciprocal be the fabric, them so then tell a pararek, you know.
What we don't realize, I was with Wally Seca's guitarist not some months back, and they love Gambian music. I even heard he even played me some previews of Jaliwa Kuyata's music, which I was even surprised because what he was singing there is completely different from what I've heard Jaliwa singing. So what we need is just more exposure, more links, better producers, better videographers. If it's easy and accessible, then trust me, we're gonna go. The thing what we don't have here right now is financial aid. A lot of artists, even for me, it's not easy shooting videos. It's taken out of my budget. So imagine someone who's not working.
How's he gonna spend?
How is he gonna improve his musical career? But if we have the thing why Nigerian music is growing and why Senegalese music is growing, because they have people that support. They see the talent. They have talent. When you're already, then you're like, hey, he's Tala.
Wow.
When that person when that person was grinding, you know, no one is there. So we need to, elder people, businesses, we need to put more finances in the youth.
Why do you think a Gambian artist cannot maintain consistency? Like the artists take 2 years, 3 years to go to dig out.
Because a lot of artists here, it's not about the music they do it for. They do it for, okay, the hype. Music, it sticks with you. If it's real, it's going to stick with you no matter what. It's not about, wow, I'm not buzz. You know. So the people who really, really love music, no matter what, they're gonna be here.
foog tam ñoom ñu teel a fu ñu bàyyi sa loolu. foog ñu amee star ñu bàyyi sa ñu toog li faut they realize ndooy ñoom nañu overtake leen.
You
so you want to come and follow up the lane, you know, dafa late.
You know, and
what's your take, Sampla?
Lolo mom is true. Because Gambia mom is like come.
Like I've seen a whole lot of stars with Sampla. Huh? Like 5 years ago, today I'm not hearing them. And those people, you cannot call them old schools. You are not old schools.
You know, especially the worst place too, from Gambia, you know, like ST Jesol, Attack don't need to relocate to Europe. If they try, that is going to be the worst ever decision they ever take in their life. Here we are in Paradise TV, I'm talking. I used to say this on Facebook. If the artist like who Bai Babu was here, I guess still even Attack would be an opening act for him.
he would be.
You understand? If Jalex ever remain in Gambia, he could be the first Bakau artist to bring the whole Gambia to Bakau. Seconded by his younger brother.
Definitely.
So enjoy your euros and pound in abroad and just watch the space, you know. So if they wanna do Jalex drop a song during this summer, how do I have to call it? He's reintroducing himself to the Gambian people. Most people don't know him. So these are things that you can realize within a blink. He's gone before the masses of eyes of the masses.
There's working with Gambian artists is sometimes hectic. Sometimes I'm going to because you know what it is. Behind the scene, you have why we know you have we work with artists. Sometimes they're going to meet a guy, you know. Sometimes people like a big man, like you. So, what are some of the problems you have with artists, or some of the issues you have with them sometimes? You label them interviews and you feel label a guy shows us not call, not go to your telephone and all of those things, you know. So, what are some of the problems or issues you have with them at some times?
Yep.
If I bring some people here, it's more like but I think we need to
time conscious, you know, like I don't know, like sometimes I think I'm not being mean, but sometimes I think we Gambian artists we're very short-sighted. We don't see the long-term goal. We see the overnight success.
Yeah.
Like and that's one of them, the main ones, you know. Like you need to realize media personnel people are very important. When you go out to other countries, media personnel are respected. Because you can be an artist, but if these media personnel don't play your stuff, you're nobody. You're nobody.
I don't call you, but let me come in before I forget this part. I invited this artist to my TV show right here in Paradise. The first time, I have been in the game for more than 10 years plus now, I'm doing music, alright? But I invited this artist, you know, he's been following me interviews, and I called him and said, okay, come to my show for an interview. You know what time he came? My show ends at sharp 11. He get inside the studio by sharp 11. I was packing him. He said, interview now. I said, go and interview yourself.
No, I mean straight up on my show, I've told people like I have my certain time for shooting. If you're late, I'm sorry, bro. That's it. And next time I ain't calling you.
Yeah, and this other guy,
simple.
This other guy, just what I told him that I want to have in my show because I have seen talents in you, you know, and I have not been seeing you on platforms. So I want to bring you on my radio show. I bring you on my TV show. The fact talk with the very day sampler. And I boy, man, I'm a moto. I had a magical town trip. It's like what? Yeah. Invited to my TV show, give me town trip.
You know, then
and you know what happened? He did not turn up. He did not call me. Up till now, he did not call me. He did not come to the TV show. He did not call me. He called me.
No, again, it's we all face it.
And the same artist will go to the show, some platforms and say, "Gambian, I'm in support.
No.
DJs are not helping us." Then
we don't appreciate time. Time is a very important thing, and a lot of Gambian artists don't respect time. And if you don't respect time, you ain't gonna go nowhere in life. No matter how talented you are, time is very important. And Gambian artists, we don't respect time. And I don't know. It's a whole mindset we need to change. It's a whole mindset.
We cannot hold the lesson. We say we don't call the town trip. Can I go?
No house, I don't know how some boss that. I'm bad. How was anything, you know? But Gambian artists, I'm really impressed with Gambian artists because we're trying. Out of all the odds situations, our artists are really trying. But Numanya artists, you know, let's not look at one person's success. You know, okay, because this person is successful. Example, Juzum Mungedef Afrobeat style be me. Now every other Gambian artist is wanting to do Afrobeat. I
have said this in my shows. I have said this over and over.
Or Attack Me Rap style be me. Now every other artist wants to rap style be me. Bro, it's called be original. Be yourself. You yourself is what's gonna sell and what people are gonna like. So I'm probably more what artists do, but even small show visa, the artists come me if a song is whack. I send my video and I'm not feeling it. Maybe some feel it, I'm like my team feeling it. So then go feel it. Monaco, bro, I'm sorry, I can't play it. Because I'm not going to promote whack music. I'm going to promote music so that you know, I got the international level.
And that will even encourage them to work harder.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
Just today, someone came to the office. Video quality, it was not. I was like, bro, if you want to respect, if you want people to appreciate and love your craft, you have to love it yourself. Do them shoot video like because of sake of shooting video. Shoot a video because you know this is what you want to do.
And the person got mad at you.
No. Something, even if he was.
Some of them they got mad at you.
Some of them.
Like, bro, my Batman, if you want to help me. That's how they feel.
Wow.
Because man gis na so whereby artist bi def ma jox song man ko bro man ko song bi baxul sa mixing bi baxul sa voix yi correct sa song bi nga amé gap nothing is correct on the song bro. I think you have to go back and record song bi what, you know. I'm advising you as a brother. You know what he did? He went to the Jito, he was sitting there talking about Fabulous. Could be like with my boy bro, but the guy recorded him and sent me the record on my WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, now I don't even think I need to advise artists because if you advise them they think you don't like them.
Yeah, I used to get frustrated too. Sometimes when keep mom ajuko pause correct. But eventually, at least we have to be true to ourselves. They want to buy me, hey, young ba, you're not doing the right thing. If something isn't correct, we as DJs, we have to finally decide, okay, no, just because small wine and no, that doesn't mean I'm going to play your song. Yeah. I'm going to play your song because if it makes sense, need to then go appreciate and the craft you can see. Well, if something is work, let's not encourage it, bro. You DJs, you know what to decide, Lolo. The buy, the play song. It's my boy, you know. Yeah, you try to already defend matter. You already have a song, why you play because of boiler? For what?
There's, you have a lot of discourse, you have a lot to talk about, you know. Smoking Stones in my head, like a 40-feet container. By the time I'm just looking at my phone, I'm just I'm being signaled we have almost 3 minutes. Yeah. Finally, what message do you have for the fans watching you right now?
Halal. Bad videos are going to be dropping this year. So many videos, Miami promo, and you're going to see something new, something different, you know. And Gambit to the world. Gambit Artist Summit, keep working. Don't stop, even when it's painful, keep grinding, then go make. I believe that.
Man them.
Magic.
Sampler, finally, what message do you have for the Gambian brothers, you know? And there's this thing I want us to talk about, you know, briefly, you know. I want you just to pass a message, and I wish Des could also do the same thing, you know. We've seen too much of tribalism in the country recently. Like people talking about tribes, Malila, you know, I will not take this, I will not. I got disappointed because me, I have friends from every tribe in the country. You understand? But what I'm seeing recently, I'm just got disappointed when I come on Facebook and I see people writing certain things. We are the voice of the voiceless, you know. You are a DJ, he's also a presenter. I think we are the people who should come and address some of these issues. What's your advice to the public?
You find out almost reggae music is the therapy to all this sickness of these delusions and whatsoever. It just preach nothing than One Love of Bob Marley and other similar songs. It just tells you nothing than to love mankind and unity. But music is very nice, and Gambia, look out for this 220 class, international, first of its kind, you know, 4 sounds from foreign, but Gambian bass, Silver Mountain from UK, Timeless from Berlin, Italy, Riverstone from Spain. It's only ND from Sukota, you know, I live a yard, you know, so I'm still dancing it a yard, you know, we are there, brother, you know, done the place. Busumbala on the 7th of January. Martin and everybody, check it out.
Thank you so much, Sampler. Thank you so much, Dels. Thanks for coming. You know, it's the Dancer actually weekly entertainment show that comes your way on Paradise TV Saturday at 10 p.m. Catch me next week, the same station, the same time. Till then, I'm out. Bye bye. God.